work through, but guy they have a lot of high hopes for.
He's quickly ahead of Acuna, ball and 2 strikes. Second round pick in 2011 by the Blue Jays out of Science Hill High School in Johnson City, Tennessee, where his family has owned a bicycle shop for over 80 years. Norris is a typical lefty, with all due respect. Very carefree, certainly quirky. As the pitch is like the corner. Acuna caught looking, and it's 59 strikeouts for Ronald. 1 up, 1 down.
And Norris's fastball, slider, occasional curveball and changeup. There's backdoor curveball there that never quite made it to the plate, but got the benefit of the call. 83 to 93 on his fastball.
You hope Adrian Johnson, the home plate umpire, is not giving him that pitch all day against the righties. That was off the plate a good bit.
We'll find out. Another righty's up there, and Dansby Swanson. That's taken low. Norris made some headlines a couple of years ago. Lived in a van that he has nicknamed
Down
Shaggy.
by the river.
Down by the river, yes. He's an avid photographer, free spirit, extremely talented. As this ball's on the ground to short, and Dansby's retired, 2 up and 2 down. You might wonder what might have been for Norris coming into this season. He's 14-20 lifetime, Tom, but so many injuries have derailed this guy. You can see on paper and just with the velocity he's shown today why they were willing to give up a guy like this to get David Price.
Sure, I mean, he's a lefty. He throws in the 90s, you know, pretty good off-speed stuff, and that typically plays well. But like I said, he's had all kinds of injuries. He's changed his workout routine, started working with a mixed martial arts guy a couple years ago, and went back to him after the groin injury, and it seems to have helped him.
I mean, they're giving this kid every chance to be in this rotation and be a big piece of it.
Well, and he's here, frankly, because the Tigers have an injury-racked starting rotation. 4 of their starters are hurt. As this one's hit into the shift on the ground, and Norris will breeze through the Atlanta first. 3 up, 3 down. He's been given a 1-0 lead. He got the Braves on just 10 pitches.
All right, welcome. Welcome to the jungle. Braves, Tigers today from SunTrust. I am the Bone Crusher. Welcome to the Bone Crusher Show. Bringing you all the play-by-play reaction, and we're going to be mixing it in with some of the live feed from MLB.tv. Because my wife's out shopping. I'm going to have to go pick her up in a little bit. So all that's going on. Man, we got hammered last night. And the Tigers already off to an early start here as we go into the second. Oh, wow. Hear myself. That's awesome. That's sweet. Detroit's up 1-0. And come on, scoreboard should update. You'd think it would. Big throw over to first for the first out. Donaldson showing the guns. And our scoreboard is wrong. It is not top of the first. It's top of the second. Detroit's up 1-0. All right, 2-0 is the count here on Grayson. There's a swing and a miss. Check it. Count is. Can't even see the freaking scoreboard. It's 1-1. It's the count. Son of a. I'm just kidding. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Checks a swing. No, he did not. Strike 3. Soroka with the second K of the day. I gotta find like the least graphic intense scoreboard. We'll try CBS. That's going to be a chopper. Just Dick Trickles through the infield. I mean, oh, and then Acuna has some trouble handling it. Runner advances to second. Wow, that is the weakest double I've ever seen. I mean, he barely got anything on that hit. It just went to the right spot, split the infielders, and Acuna cannot come up cleanly with it, and he advances to second base. That is unfortunate and a little sloppy. The Brewers are leading the Pirates. Indians are leading the Sox, the White Sox, and the Twins are ahead of Tampa Bay. Swing and a miss. Soroka looking good there. That was a nice pitch. I don't know what that was, like a four-seam fastball or something. I don't know. There are 2 outs in the top of the second. We're going to try to get a scoreboard going for that because we're going to let you guys see the who's on base, how many outs there are. Way upstairs, 1-1. All right, the box score should work here. That's down low. So it's 2-2. Runner on second, 2 out, top of the second. Detroit up 1-0. The 2-2 pitch from Soroka. Right down the pipe, strike 3. Sit down. He couldn't even get his bat off his shoulder there. Another K for the neck. Soroka. That doesn't look so great.
So Kim, you going for a big Drive Safe and Save discount?
Yep.
I
Using
am.
the app, I've been quite vigilant.
Maybe. Well, I guess we can't use CBS anyway.
Don't mess with my discount!
That's the way it goes in Hollywood. Hollywood. Yeah, we got 56 subscribers. That's sweet. And we will open up the phone lines in a little while, probably around 5, 6 o'clock Central. Sergeant Gibby in the dugout. Yeah, you're ranking number 1 in the dugout. You are the super fan of live reaction play-by-play Atlanta Braves. All right, Donaldson is stepping in to get the bottom of the second underway here. There's a strike right down the pipe. 0-1 to Donaldson, and their pitcher's got some weird pre-delivery motions he does. That's very peculiar. Donaldson batting .262 with 7 homers. Batting cleanup. I don't know if I am sold on Donaldson as a cleanup hitter, though. His bat goes flying into the stands. He just killed a baby with that thing. Okay, no, he didn't. That went into the Detroit dugout, actually. That bat went flying. Yeah, Soroka's long neck, that adds a little extra whip, a little whiplash to the pitch when he's up there. All right, Donaldson waiting on the pitch here. That's going to be just low. Looks like it's 2-2 to Donaldson here. Full count now. See if we can get something going here. Donaldson waits for the 3-2, and he's going to foul that fastball off. You're right, Gibby. We are on a 3-game losing streak. Let's not make that 4 in a row. We've been on a tear lately. Donaldson takes the 3-2 pitch and hits that over to the shortstop, who throws over to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Markakis, the handsome terrorist. Understand A-Bomb is on the road today. All right, the pitch to Markakis. That is fouled off. 0-1 to Craft Beer Beard Guy. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves play-by-play all season long. And the 0-1 to Markakis. That's a curveball that drops in there. Locked him up. 0-2. And if you hit the information button on your screen, that'll take you over to A-Bomb's channel. You can subscribe for more play-by-play reaction. That is a slider outside. 1-2 to Markakis. Detroit's leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second on a hot, sultry June 1st day in the ATL. Markakis turns on that one. The outfielder is retreating. Goodbye. Or is it off the wall? Markakis is running to third. There's going to be a throw at third. That is We have to take a review, but he is safe at third, so it's either a triple. I guess that hit off the top of the wall. Man, I thought that was out of here. Triple for Markakis. Oh, here's a replay. Yeah, he turned on that inside pitch and ew, wow, that was probably about 8 inches from being a home run. That went right off the brick wall. The little concrete trim. And Markakis hustled all the way to third. Slides in safely. He has to hang on to the bag with his hand so he doesn't go flying off. That is going to be pulled foul. Riley steps into the box. Riley batting a cool .356, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs. And he fouls that one away. 0-2 to Riley. The 0-2 way outside. Since I don't have the extra add-on scoreboard, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game. That's low, 2-2. Markakis takes his lead. Swing and a miss. Riley chases the upstairs heater. 2 outs now. Two strikeouts for Norris and the Tigers. All right, Ozzie Albies. He's going to take that for a strike. And at the bottom, or this, check it, at the top of the third, we will bring in MLB TV coverage. And that's fouled off. 0-2 to Ozzie. And it'd be a shame if we can't get this runner across. Markakis is sitting on third. 2 outs. Bottom of the second, and the 0-2 to Ozzie upstairs, 1-2. We got Gibby in the dugout today. Our moderator is off for the night. Though I would not be surprised to see A-Bomb pop in from parts unknown just to make an appearance. And Ozzie is going to hit that to the second baseman, who throws him out at first to end the second. So we left that runner on third after Markakis triple yields nothing. All right. Meanwhile, in our division, the Phillies are playing the Dodgers tonight. That's going to be a West Coast game. So if you're up late, that'll be fun to watch. Washington, the Nationals are just underway playing Cincinnati. They're 0-0 in the second. Let us know where you're listening at today. I am in the Panhandle, the Emerald Coast of Northwest Florida. All right, and for the next half inning, we are going to turn over the play-by-play to the network feed from MLB.TV. So as soon as they don't play commercials, so you hear silence from them during the breaks, which some people aren't sure what's going on when they hear silence. So you're going to hear silence, but they will be picking up the feed in just seconds. Stand by for Raw Network.
It's 1-0 Tigers, and Niko Goodrum is set to lead off for Detroit. A big night for the hometown guy last night, 5 for 5 with 2 home runs. And he said this is the first time since high school his entire family has been able to watch him play. And he said in his post-game remarks he could just remember coming to Turner Field growing up and watching Chipper Jones, Andruw Jones, Tom Glavine, and John Smoltz. The list goes on, but he said watching those guys just made baseball even more attractive. He said that watching you guys, Tom, helped form his love of baseball. And I said, well, what do you remember from watching Tom Glavine pitch? And he said, just dicing people up, hitting corners, picking apart hitters. And I said, well, did you ever get to see Jeff Francoeur play much? You guys are close to the same age. And Jeff, he had good things to say about you too. He said your arm is what stood out. He said throwing guys out when they were trying to score. He said anytime you tried to throw anyone out, he already knew that they were out.
I'll take that. I mean, I wasn't dicing people up, but I feel like that was good.
That's great. So what a happy homecoming it's been for Niko Goodrum here in Atlanta.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. All the players for the Tigers: Gordon Beckham, Westminster, Goodrum, Fayette County, and then Christian Stewart, Providence. So a lot of guys, I'm sure they're happy to be back playing here in Atlanta.
Well, we're not real happy with how they've come back home.
No.
Need to fix that.
They've been kind of rude.
Yes. As Goodrum.
There's our good buddy Beck with the hunting glasses on.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Niko Goodrum. And that missed inside. It's 2-2. Braves have a shift on for the Tigers shortstop. And that one's hammered down the line. But it'll ricochet off the facade of the second deck. Last night he became the first Tiger to have at least 5 hits, 4 runs, and 3 RBIs in a game since Carlos Pena did that in 2004 in Kansas City. That one is hooked foul. And he became the first Tiger with a 5 for 5, 2 homer, 3 extra base hit game since Dimitri Young in 2003.
Opening day, I think, right?
That was that was May 6th.
No.
At Baltimore against the Orioles. So those 5 for 5 games with the kind of production he had are really, really rare. Especially considering how Goodrum had been slumping coming in. He had 5 hits in his previous 28 at bats. He was 5 for 5 in game 1 yesterday. He's battling Soroka here. Another 2-2 pitch. Lifted toward left, curling toward the line. Long run, Riley still coming. He's going to dive, and did he come up? No, he did not. A cloud of dust, and the ball bounces into the stands, and somewhere Austin's in there, and Goodrum will go back to work.
Goodrum thought the ball was fair. He's been sitting at second until the umpire finally told him it's foul.
Well, the way things are going, you can't blame him for thinking he got another hit.
And that might be the biggest dust cloud I've ever seen an outfielder toss up trying to catch a foul ball. And Riley looks like Pigpen out there from the old Peanuts cartoon.
It's not the best stuff to dive on either.
No.
It's a good chance he's got a raspberry on that leg.
Let's see if Soroka can finish off Goodrum. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's like Glav coming out of the sand trap.
Say, it looked like a car I saw on 400 the other day.
Man, oh man. So the smoke clears for Riley. Goodrum digs back in. Great at bat for the Tigers leadoff man. And this one had him off stride. He pops it up. Shift was on. It's Josh Donaldson all by his lonesome. And the battle won by Soroka, 1 away. Here's Stewart.
tell you, you can tell he's on fire right now and feeling good, Goodrum, because he put a great at bat against Soroka right there. He was on everything.
And we've not seen many, if anybody, in the National League have those kinds of at bats against Mike. But Goodrum's 0 for 2. Here's Stewart, who doubled and scored the game's first run. Brandon Dixon brought him home with a 2-out single. So a 10-pitch at bat for Niko Goodrum. Now strike one to Christian Stewart, who was born in 1993. Means we are getting old.
Yep.
218 average, 3 homers. And upstairs. Castellanos is next. 41 pitches for Soroka, uncharacteristically. It's low, ball 2. In that game Tom mentioned against the Cardinals, he threw 80 pitches in 6 innings, walked 1, struck out 5. Detroit's made him work. And he went around. Stewart rung up 2-2.
And it's not like he's throwing a lot of balls. He's throwing 31 strikes, 12 balls. They're just doing a good job of fouling stuff off and staying alive.
Shadows beginning to make their way across the first base line here. 2-2 pitch. Line into right field. That'll get down on a hop. Markakis will play it cleanly. Stewart's 2 for 2. And here's Castellanos.
Yeah, high fastball there, trying to go in. I've seen that a little bit with Mike so far today, where he's trying to get in on lefties, keep him honest, and he's either not hit his spot and pulled it, or he's kind of left it up a little bit and left that one up a touch.
Castellanos, 27 years young, 99 career homers. That came last night. And he's up again, ball 1. Soroka has not given up a home run at home in 2019. In fact, he's only given up 1 all year. Point being, all those ground balls. He gets the ball down in the zone. He's up today. He's down only 1-0. Swing and a miss. I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of load Castellanos can carry for the Tigers. It looks like Miguel Cabrera might be lost for a while. We saw last night from our bleacher game, Cabrera had to leave the game. A knee problem. He was supposed to have an MRI today. No word on the results of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up. Ozzie will drift back. And that'll be the second out. And here's Brandon Dixon.
Hey, talk about Mickey. You know, when you looked at him yesterday and we saw 2 home runs, but he, like Glab yesterday was talking about, he's still hitting 288. You know, something's got to be bothering him, you know, because, you know, for him to only have 2 home runs. Now, if he had 6 or 7, it's another thing. But to me, that shows he can't get on his legs at all. So he's swinging all arms. And hence the good average because the guy can hit, but he's got no power.
Right. And playing first base because Gardy wanted to get his bat in the lineup for a Tiger team that doesn't score a lot of runs. Well, that only aggravated the knee problems for Cabrera last night. As Brandon Dixon digs in. And for Detroit, it's just more of the same. They have had to play infield roulette with all of their players all spring long. Rotating guys in and out of the lineup at second base, third base, shortstop because of injuries to Jordy Mercer and Josh Harrison. Not to mention 4 of their starters are currently disabled. 2 of them lost for the year. So Brandon Dixon, a 2-out hit his first time up. Takes upstairs and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Dixon's already extended his hitting streak to 9 games. High fly ball. That's walloped deep toward left field. Riley's back up against the wall. He got it right at the Xfinity sign. That ball was smoked. Riley spinning at the track, caught it up against the wall, and ends the Tigers' third. Nice play by Austin Riley, who ran to the foul line and threw up a dust devil and then made a devil of a play up against the wall here.
Yeah, it's not an easy play even for a seasoned, experienced outfielder. Austin, new to the position, did a nice job getting turned back to the ball and making the play and holding on when he ran into the wall.
Right up against the Xfinity sign, he kept his eye on the ball. As Tyler Flowers leads off the Atlanta third, 1-0 Detroit.
Yeah, it was a big play. It would have scored a run, and the way Norris is pitching so far, never know.
The only Braves hit, a one-out triple by Nick Markakis back in the second. Riley at Albies unable to bring him in and get the game tied. The pitch lifted toward right, but no carry to it. Castellanos will have plenty of room. And there's the first out. Mike Soroka, the batter. He's 1 for 18 so far at the plate. Braves trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. They've been outscored, including Detroit's run today, 28-10. And have been out-homered 7-2. Got to turn those numbers around before we hit the road. Inside ball one.
Well, so that's something we were doing great out west and in St. Louis, out homering the opponents by a lot.
Is it a quirk or is there something goofy going on with the Braves in SunTrust Park where guys they're under 500? That's hard to figure.
Let me tell you, I've had so many people ask me, and I don't understand it because they look comfortable here. It's a great park, and as a hitter, you would love to hit here. You know, sometimes it's just one of those funny things that happens. I don't know why.
Yeah, I played on some teams that, for whatever reason, you didn't play well at home. You know, no rhyme or reason to it, really. You know, I mean, I think sometimes you go out on the road maybe and you're a tad more relaxed because you're in hostile territory versus the expectations of the home fan. But
that's put in play toward second. And throw to first in time to get Soroka. 2 outs. Sorry, Tommy.
But yeah, I mean, there's really no explanation for it. You know, just one of those things.
Braves are hitting .260 at home. They've been out homered here, 44-41, which is somewhat surprising.
I mean, you look back, think about 17. Remember how bad Julio struggled here at SunTrust Park, and now look at him. He's throwing, you know, comfortable here, going 5, 6, 7 innings. So.
Acuna struck out looking his first time up. 6 hits in his last 37 tries, all 6 hits singles. Norris threw 10 pitches in the first inning. He's retired the last 4 after the Markakis triple. He leads 1-0. The pitch. And 1-2.
Tell you what, he's 90-92, but it looks crisper than that. That slider's got some bite on it.
Well, if he can stay healthy, might be another very nice trade chip for the Detroit Tigers for Norris, who has pitched in the bullpen before, and he's starting now, obviously. And the 2-2 is way outside. But that if he can stay healthy is a big if. This man has battled oblique problems, back, hips, quads, groin surgery. He survived thyroid cancer. I mean, this guy's been a personal mash unit. This one's hit high in the air toward right, but the wind's going to knock it into the glove of Castellanos. And Norris is through 3 innings with a 1-0 lead and a 1-hit shutout. Park, as you know, fans, All-Star voting's officially open. Send your favorite Braves to this year's MLB All-Star Game in Cleveland. You can vote up to 5 times per day. Head to Braves.com/vote or Google MLB Vote and cast your votes today. Vote early, vote often, vote your Braves. A lot of worthy candidates for the All-Star Game in Braves colors this afternoon, including the man on the mound, Mike Soroka, who's down a run. And you see those shadows creeping across the plate. That make things a little more difficult for the hitters. As John Hicks, a catcher by trade, now playing first base because Miggy is hurt, leads off the 4th inning. Hicks bounced into a force play his first time up. And a ground ball to Dansby again. This one an easier play. Freddie stretches out, 1 away. Soroka's getting the ball on the ground again. That's a good sign. Got away from that the last couple of innings. Pitching up in the zone, but still only 1 run allowed for the Braves' young right-hander. Here's Lugo.
This is where a position player. I remember we used to go to the pitcher coming in. These next 45 minutes as a hitter are awful. When it's going straight across the pitcher's mound, it's coming in from sun to shadow. And I remember as a position player, Tom, we'd come and tell the pitchers all the time, pound the zone. It's tough to see.
And that's why I said an early run would be so important with this 4-10 start. Sadly, the Tigers got it in the first. Ball 1. Lugo, another former Blue Jay. They signed him at age 16 as an international free agent. He got a $1.3 million signing bonus. Now he's playing with the Tigers. And didn't get that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Home fourth, it'll be Swanson, Freeman, and Donaldson coming up. Not much luck against Daniel Norris yet. The pitch. Didn't chase that one.
Good pitch. Good that great that he's able to change speeds on that slider a little bit. That one a little slower, broke a little bit more, try to get a chase.
Off the end of the bat, Ozzie will charge this one. Has to hurry. Fast runner. Got him by a half step. So Noel Lugo's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. And here's Grayson Greiner. Man, we have seen a couple of pitches like that from Mike where it absolutely drops off the table. We had a great side angle replay where you could really see the depth of that pitch tumbling toward the plate. About 10 feet out.
Oh, it was a good play by Ozzie, too, there to stop, get it, and throw instead of trying to run through it and make a weaker throw.
Beware the first pitch to Greiner. He's not afraid to ambush. And that tied him up. Ball 1.
That's a good pitch for a guy that's trying to ambush, too.
That scatters everybody in the Braves dugout. Right down at the end by the cooling fan.
Kelsey's protected by the fan, though, I think.
Folty had to get out of the way, it looks like.
Yeah, Jeff, I sit in this spot every day, so I'm covered by this fan.
Smart move.
Yes.
It can get scary down here. It actually broke the back of the fan.
Wow.
Not great. Not great.
Oh, what are you going to do?
2-1 pitch. Mike set down 4 straight. He got Greiner looking on a check swing. And just missed downstairs. Full count. So the pitch up decision on the way, and it's lined to right field, right at Nick. And Soroka has a perfect top of the 4th inning. Time for the Braves bats to go to work. It's 1-0 Tigers. The start of a new era as Fox becomes the new network home of WWE SmackDown Live. Catch all the action every Friday night beginning October 4th only on Fox. Jeff, Tom, and Chip with you upstairs at SunTrust Park. Kelsey Wingert reporting from the Braves dugout. Dansby Swanson leads off for the Braves against Daniel Norris. Dansby is our SunTrust Confidence player because of his good work against lefties.
Yeah, you see the change from last season, 204 last year, 349 this year.
Swanson 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. And quickly even. A ball and a strike. One run, 4 hits for the Tigers. No runs, 1 hit for the Braves so far. That hit a Markakis triple. And taken low. 2-1. Like the way this guy works.
Yeah, he don't play around in between pitches.
And there's your point, Jeff. Heat him up. Tough to see right now with the shadows midway between the plate and the pitching rubber.
Yeah, you got to make the hitters earn it here. Throw it close.
2-2. All the way. Good cut by Dansby. And we'll try again. Braves coming off a 16-12 May. Great work by Julio Teheran, Mike Soroka, and Max Fried in particular in rotation. That ball's in the dirt. Full count for the Braves shortstop with Freddie Freeman waiting on deck. When the Braves were good, they were very, very good. In May, when they had a rough time, well, it was at times ugly. Some big losses among the 12. 6 by 5 runs or more. Close game today as Dansby strokes one up the middle. That was a barreled base hit. And the Braves bring the go-ahead run to the plate with one out, or with nobody out. Freddie Freeman, the hitter.
Good at bat by Dansby there.
You bet.
Smokes it up the middle, gets rewarded staying in the at bat. And now this is something you want to do, get a guy on with no outs, put a little pressure on him to make some pitches now with the heart of the order coming up.
Second time through for Norris. He had Freddie bounce into the shift, which is on for the Tigers. Only one man on the left side of the infield for him. And a high fly ball down the right field line. Plenty of distance. That ball is gone. Atlanta leads. Freddie ambushes one.
Well, guys, I guess Freddie forgot that we were actually out there last night.
Yeah, one day late.
Boy, did he smoke this ball.
Yeah, I got a cement mixer slider or curveball. Hammered it.
I know we talked a little bit with Fulte last night, but there you go, another sign. You make a mistake to a hitter like Freddie, he's going to make you pay in a big way there.
That was into the top of the chop for Freddie, his 14th homer. Now Atlanta's in front by a run with Mike Soroka pitching. Like this score a whole lot better. 390 happy feet for Freddie. His 5th home run this year against a left-handed pitcher. A tip of the cap to Dansby Swanson with that well-earned base hit to start the frame. Norris has now given up 10 home runs this year, and only the 3rd to a left-handed hitter for Detroit. And Freddie just continues to do what he does, anchor this Braves offense. On no doubter here in the home 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. no swing. 2-2.
You know, the Braves needed that too. That was a big hit by Freddie. Give you a lead. Behind all 3 games, I think since we've been home.
That's way high. Full count. And when we go to the 5th inning, Soroka's going to have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up. So Atlanta's got the lead. Chance for a couple more, we hope. Full count pitch. Strike 3 called. Donaldson is retired inside corner. He didn't think so. 3rd strikeout.
That's a good pitch. Wasn't necessarily where he was trying to go. He was trying to throw a changeup away and kind of pulled it, but
either way, it was way too close to take on a 3-2 pitch.
Here's Nick. Tripled off the wall and right. Now he sprays one toward left. Christian Stewart is there and has it. And quickly 2 out after the Freeman homer. And here's Riley. He struck out his first time. Boy, didn't take the gear manufacturer.
All right, Bone Crusher here, and Riley's going to pop that one out to left to end the inning there. But the Braves take the lead. Bravos pull ahead 2-1.
Well, Freddie Freeman's homer has given Mike Soroka a 1-run lead as we head to the 5th inning. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters are coming up as the Braves try to even up this series at a game apiece. This is where you really hope Mike can get on a big roll. As Tom told you, he's given up 1 or fewer earned runs in 8 starts this year, all 8. As a nice play by Donaldson gets things started, 1 out. And to put this incredible run in perspective for Mike Soroka, he's joined the Reds' Edinson Volquez in 2008 and Mike Norris in 1980 as the only pitchers since 1920 to start a season with 8 straight starts of 1 earned run or less. No pitcher has ever done it to start a season 9 consecutive games. So that's what Mike is trying to chase down this afternoon. He's allowed 1 run or fewer in 11 of his first 13 major league starts.
That's already something that no other pitcher can claim other than Mike Soroka. As he's down a ball to Norris, now an even count.
And you know what I love about Mike is he doesn't care about any of that stuff. Just give me the ball every 5 days and let me do my job.
Yep, good or bad, he's going to learn something from the last time out. He's going to go out the next time and try and do better.
Downstairs, one more great note coming into the start. Mike had allowed 6 total earned runs this year. Across the major leagues, 128 different pitchers have allowed 6 earned runs in a single appearance.
That's crazy.
He'd allowed 6 runs all year. At precision from Soroka. Barehand play. No chance to get Daniel Norris. That would have been something.
Yeah.
So some bad luck there. An infield hit for Norris, who chopped it off the plate or off the dirt. Great athletic try by Soroka.
I think Freddie might have just asked him if that was his first hit. He's probably looked at him like, dude, I've gone deep.
Yeah, come on, dude. Check the stats.
Yeah. And Norris is probably like, I don't want to talk to you right now. You just hit one 500 feet against me.
No, that's what he said. I hit one about as far as you just did off of me my first at bat.
Love it. Here's Goodrum.
Go check it out.
Freddie wants to play behind Norris and close to the bag because Goodrum showed he can turn on the fastball. Hits one down the line. Freddie wants to be there.
Man, I think you got to hold Norris somewhat close. We saw he flew down the line. It's kind of like Max Fried. You know, if you don't keep him close to the bag, he might just go.
No balls and a strike. And well off the plate. Tigers have gotten hot. They've won 3 games in a row, 3 of their last 4. Frustrating part of that from the Braves' perspective. Coming into Atlanta, they'd gone 1-12 in their prior 13 games. Pitch. Just up and away again, ball 2. Don't want to get to Christian Stewart with runners aboard. He's 2 for 2, and he's the man on deck. Right on by. Braves adjust their defense with a 2-2 count now. Case of a comebacker. Soroka wants to know who's covering the bag. Pitch. Line toward left and deep. Riley on the run, sprinting, won't get it. It's off the wall and it ricochets around that panel. Riley has a little trouble corralling it, and it's a double. So they're at second and third. Goodrum has another extra base hit against the Braves, and Stewart will hit with runners in scoring position and only 1 out.
Yeah, I don't think Austin would have caught this ball anyway, but he took a little bit of a bad route on that one. Kind of came in and then went it back.
Yeah, I was going to say, but even if he goes straight direct path, he's not going to catch that ball right there. And Mike's actually lucky it stayed in the park on that one.
I would imagine, Jeff, you know, you probably saw it a lot more playing right field, but those are probably the ones that are the hardest to judge early on. The opposite field hitter trying to get a judge on how much that ball is going to carry.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times they just hit weak fly balls to you or something, so you're usually coming in, but when a guy actually backs one up like that, you saw Austin surprised him.
So big chance for Stewart here. Second and third, 1 out. Stewart went to Providence Christian Academy, 69 career high school homers, tied with Micah Owings for the Georgia State high school home run record.
Where are you on that list, Frenchie? You gotta be up there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Line down the left field line. That's a base hit. And a couple of runs are going to score. So Detroit takes the lead right back. And for the first time, Mike Soroka's allowed more than 1 earned run.
So 3 straight hits. Boy, the pitcher's infield hit really hurt. And Stewart is 3 for 3.
I don't even think Stewart knew where this ball was.
No, I mean, it's a good pitch. It's going to be a ball. It's just bad luck.
So in what has been a rarity for Rick Kranitz, he is out to have a chat with Mike Soroka here. Last night it was Niko Goodrum 5 for 5 in the number 1 spot. Today it's Christian Stewart for the Tigers, 3 for 3 out of the 2-hole. And Detroit's back in front 3-2. They've got 7 hits. And Castellanos the batter, who's 0 for 2. He's going. Pitch a ball. The throw to second on the money and in plenty of time. Stewart never slid. What was that?
Guys, what's going on here? What's happening? We just had the lead. What are we doing? Bone Crusher on duty. I'm about to make an emergency run to the post office for treasurehunt.ga. That's who I'm doing that for. You know, when you get to order it, when you put your order in at treasurehunt.ga, that's a priority. Everything else is second. All right, so it's Detroit 3, the Braves 2. And the cameraman has had some great shots of Soroka's neck tonight. That's going to be a grounder to Ozzie, or to Dansby anyway, to the shortstop, who throws to Freeman in time to end the inning, but Detroit reclaims the lead. It is 3-2. What is going on in the dugout? We got A-bomb in the dugout. Sergeant Gibby, Mexican for Golovkin. Gooder Bear. What's up, Bear? The American Bear. The Gooder Bear is in the of MLB.TV's Raw Network feed. I could have gone with Detroit's coverage or the Braves coverage, but tonight we got the Braves play-by-play guys. We've been listening to Frank Hoare. We've heard from is Glavin on the call tonight? Was he in the whole game or just a little bit? Earlier we saw a baseball bat fly into the stands and kill a baby. I mean, it was horrible. No, but I guess it was Donaldson whose bat went flying right into the Detroit dugout, actually. It did not get into the stands and injure anybody. But someday that's going to happen. I am surprised there aren't more injuries. I guess there was a girl that got hit a couple days ago. You know, and the player was like, you know, very distraught over it. But someone had an order come in for some ashtrays at treasurehunt.ga. Someone ordered 3. Are they the Godfather ashtrays? I think they're the Godfather ashtrays. And we got to get those out pronto. It's a Saturday, maybe too late, but we're going to try. All right, the Braves are at bat. Ozzie's in the box, 1-1. There's the count to Ozzie. Glad oh, someone's cooking a little carne asada and listening to the game. That is a winning combination. And Ozzie's going to rip that one into left field for a base hit. That's how we get it started here. Here at the bottom of the 5th. My scoreboard has been behind all night tonight, but it is hot. Tyler Flowers. He can certainly go yard at any swing of the bat. Throw to first, not in time. Let's see, dinner. Yeah, tonight I'm making lamb. I've got a lamb, I guess a leg of lamb steak. I'm going to cook it like a steak. I'm going to sear that thing. Another throw over to first. Put a lot of salt and pepper on that with some butter and oil and sear that thing for 4 or 5 minutes. Flip it, do it again. More culinary treats going on in the dugout. A-Bomb was at another thrower to first. My God. A-Bomb was at the taco stand in Athens, Georgia. Perhaps the greatest taco shed, the greatest taco stand on the face of the earth. Proud to say I worked there in 1999. Pitch to Ozzie, or to Tyler, is a swing and a miss. High. He chased a high fastball. Runner was not moving on the throw. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was wearing the shirt. You can't really see what it is, but it's a shirt for Helen, Georgia. Not that far from Athens. A couple hours, I guess. That's outside. 1-1 to Tyler Flowers. And it's from Oktoberfest. What year is this? 2006. Do the math how old that shirt is. Throw back over to first, not in time. And it is re-emerged into my rotation. So I'm wearing it at the Walmart a couple weeks ago, and there's I guess a Walmart employee giving out free samples, and they called me out on my shirt from 2006. Pitch to Tyler inside. 2-1 to Flowers. Nobody out. Got a runner on first. The Braves are trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. The employee called me out on it. Apparently I was on the list for disaster of the day. Tyler checks his swing, but the first base ump is going to call a strike on that check swing. Nasty slider, 2-2. Walmart employee said that I was on the list for disaster of the day for wearing a novelty shirt from 2006. And I'm like, man, look around. This is Walmart. I am not the biggest disaster. The pitch. Flowers is going to chop that to the third baseman, and it's just foul. I mean, if you look at what's going around in the Walmart, how could I? And then the guy, all right, I think he's gay, because then he's like, oh, well, you wear it very well. Or I guess he had kind of a limp wrist delivery to his verbiage. You wear it well. He said like 3 times as I'm trying to get away. All right, Tyler Flowers waiting on the pitch. Another throw over to first. My God. And we don't need to see a hit and run. Don't call the hit and run Schnitker. You got a slow catcher. Tyler Flowers swings and misses. Strike 3. 1 out. At least it wasn't a strike him out, throw him out double play. That is going to bring up the neck, and the cameramen tonight have had some really nice shots of the neck. I will be taking calls, A-Bomb. I am on the laptop so we can take calls. It's going to be just a little while longer before we open up the phone lines, but we will open that sucker up tonight. Soroka's showing bunt and fouls it off. And if you hear a little noise in the background, that's the elves at treasurehunt.ga getting another shipment ready for delivery. So I'm about to have to turn it over to the network and go get this off as soon as it's put in my hands. That is my cue. But I'm gonna listen to this I'm gonna listen to the network coverage of my own show on my cell phone on YouTube while I drive. So this urgent delivery. We got a big box of ashtrays. Oh, yeah, Godfather. Bam, little cigarette ashtrays. Those are on sale. Well, we might be sold out now. I guess there's at least one left. At treasurehunt.ga. But still a battle going on. Soroka still at bat, the neck. Runner on first. There is one out. The count is 1-2 to Soroka. He shows bunt. And he drops down a pretty good bunt there. Only throw is going to be to first, and he just gets him in time. The throw was offline. The first baseman had to catch it, then run back to first, but was in time for out number 2. It looked like it. The Human Peanuts requesting a review from his guys. Let's see the replay. I thought my initial reaction was that the Soroka, the neck was out. Ooh, on the replay, that looks like a tie. Or maybe even the neck beat that out. I think we're gonna have an overturned call here for the neck. He beat him by a vertebrae. He looked like a horse at the end of a race, trying to win the Triple Crown. He got that neck across the finish line. Okay, but seriously, I gotta go take this to the post office. So let's take this over. We're sending this to Chip and the guys. And I will be back in about 1 inning on the Braves Radio Network. This is the Bone Crusher Show, sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. We're in a review.
Sometimes these delays are not because they don't have a good look, but because there are other replay challenges taking place around Major League Baseball. And he's safe. So how about Soroka? With 2 strikes, he gets the bunt down.
Yeah, you could tell EY had a good look there because he was starting to go nuts, and you don't usually see him do that.
So Soroka's aboard with 1 out. Great chance now for a big inning. Charlie Culberson said safe. EY said safe. Then he said check it. So Quinn Wolcott explaining what he saw and the difficulty of that play. He saw what we saw, which is the foot of Hicks stuck in midair for a split second.
Yeah, to the naked eye, his foot beat him, but it took the replay to see that the front of his foot had not touched the bag.
I'm sure it was an E1, right?
Sack E1, got to be right.
So here's a chance for Acuna. Ronald 0 for 2. Tying run in scoring position. The pitch. Out away. Norris thought that was good enough. Didn't get the call. Ronald had a couple of hits last night. Rolls that one. Foul past the Tiger dugout.
He had the one hit, I think, against Alcantara in the 8th, maybe, where he fouled off about 3 off his shin, broke his bat twice, and finally got a hit.
One ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Here comes Ozzie. He's going to score. Soroka's chugging for third. Acuna has come through with a game-tying single. It's 3-3. Norris got the ground ball he wanted, but it was just out of reach of Niko Goodrum. And Acuna now with 32 RBIs. Braves have it tied with Dansby and Freddie coming up.
And great job by Mike going all the way to third right there. Putting yourself in play for a sac fly here, something to get you the lead.
Swanson singled and scored ahead of Freeman's fourth inning homer. And Jeff, to your point earlier about the shadows, with the mound and plate now in the shade, looks like the hitters are getting better looks.
Whenever that, it's always when one's in the sun or when all of it's in the sun, all of it's in the shade, you're fine. It's when you split. So right now the guys will have no problem.
Down low, ball two. Tigers bullpen starts to stir down the left field line. Norris pushing toward 80 pitches. Braves got him for 2 in the fourth, 1 here in the fifth to tie it up. Good pitch on a 2-0 count.
Yeah, fastball count. Dansby being aggressive. Got a changeup way out in front.
As a hitter, I don't mind that. You swing through it, you're still in control of the count 2-1.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you're wishing you hit it out the end of the bat.
Yeah,
hit your ground ball to the play. You don't want to swing and a miss there.
Sharply hit toward third. Momentary bobble. Second one. First too late. Braves lead. Little bobble by Lugo at third base. Cost him a step, and that's all Dansby needed to beat the ramp and pick up an RBI for a 4-3 Atlanta advantage.
You said it, Chip. There was that slight bobble over there right off the bat, and that cost him a double play. See Lugo right here. He gets it, and watch this. See? Just a little bit of a double clutch right there.
Good turn by Dixon, but Dansby clearly beat it. And now Atlanta leads again 4-3 with Freeman up. He ambushed a first pitch last time up and hit a 2-run homer into the top of the chop. So back and forth we go in the fifth. The bad throw by Norris opened the door for the Braves. As Freeman shoots this one to the left side, and that'll be caught. And that will retire the side. Atlanta manufactures 2 runs to take the lead right back. We go to the 6th. 4-3 now Atlanta.
Braves back on top 4-3 as we head to the 6th. Time for an Xfinity game break with both the Phillies and the Mets in action much later on today. Want to check in on the National. There is They're in Cincinnati. We talked about the record amount of home runs in the month of May. They're still flying out of the ballpark. Gerardo Parra, a 3-run shot. Our old friend Matt Adams, a solo home run. Even former National Tanner Roark went deep with a solo home run for the Reds. But the Nats are on top 4-2. They're in the 5th.
Yep, ball's alive, folks. Still got to hit it. But a record 1,135 homers hit in May. Amazingly, and Gerardo Parra has been a big find for the Washington Nationals. Here's Brandon Dixon as we head to the 6th inning. 4-3, Atlanta the lead. Fly ball foul, strike one. Dixon had the game's first RBI, a first inning single that scored Christian Stewart. And downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ouch. 1-2.
It's the worst part about hitting right there.
Oh, I never pulled the ball enough to hit it off my foot, so I don't know.
Oh, you see the pain, and he just let go of the bat. He's like, forget this.
Guess where Mike's going again.
Yep.
There's a good chance Dixon's going to step in the bucket right here.
One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. He didn't get it. Soroka strikes him out. That is number 4 and his first since the 2nd inning.
Good pitch, good block.
John Hicks. Here's the hitter, 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Talking about all those home runs, some players you might not have heard of have had big months. Josh Bell, who we will see on our next road trip for the Pirates, hit 12 home runs in May. Had 12 homers all last year. Derek Dietrich has hit 17 home runs, which is far and away his career high after 6 previous big league seasons. And 3 pitches takes care of Hicks. Soroka is going after a 1-2-3 inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. 3 teams hit 50 homers in May. The Twins, Cubs, and Red Sox. First time in history that's happened.
Wow. That's a lot of bite right there on that slider.
Yeah.
That's that thing by a foot.
So Lugo, the batter, he takes downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 groundouts for the Tigers' third baseman.
It's funny looking at Soroka's face. These last couple batters up, kind of looks mad.
Yeah.
I've never really seen him look like that, but I think he gave the lead up once, and I ain't doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
Sharply hit. Freeman caught that on a line. Moving to his right. 3 up, 3 down. Donaldson, Markakis, and Riley coming up trying to extend the lead. Good inning for Mike Soroka. For T-Mobile's connection to the game. A fascinating Rookie of the Year race in the National League. Look at those 4 names, all of them having spectacular starts 2 months into this 2019 campaign. Fellas, any favorites?
Well, I'm going to be partial to our guy. I don't think anybody's been better than him. But
No, I'm going Soroka and Pete Alonso.
Alonso leads in hits, homers, and RBIs. Haven't seen much of Alonso. What we did see of him was awfully impressive. Remember that mammoth home run he hit here at SunTrust Park to straightaway center. A frozen rope for the Mets. Donaldson leads off and grounds one towards short. Goodrum will take his time, make the peg, and that's out number 1. Josh 0 for 3. Here's Nick. Maybe the month of June and an American League team just what the doctor ordered for Nick Markakis. That is the subject of our Georgia Lottery hitting the jackpot.
I would say Nick's like playing interleague.
well, spent a lot of years over there. Got a lot of hits over there too. So
Nick was really the poster child for a shocking number for the Braves in May offensively. Braves hit .248 as a club last month. With a .221 batting average for the month. And I know we talk about process over outcome and all that kind of stuff. It was, I'm sure, incredibly frustrating for him. But he's come out of the gates here in June with a second inning triple. And he's worked the count, 3 balls and a strike here.
well, it's much easier for a veteran guy and a veteran guy of his caliber, a professional hitter like he is, to worry about the process and not so much the results for a little while.
Almost never see Nick do that. So instead of ball 4, that's 3-2.
That's a bad call right there.
So Griner stole a strike and maybe a whole lot more depending on the outcome of this pitch. Base is empty, 1 out. And that one not close, ball 4. That is the first walk issued by Norris in the game, and that's another number that was very interesting for Atlanta. The Braves walked a ton in March and April, 126 times in 29 games. They walked only 80 times last month. That is a big swing. 46 fewer walks month to month. So maybe slightly less patient, slightly less offensively productive. We'll see if those numbers change here in June. With Riley up there, want to know the count to him. Fly ball wallop toward the bullpen. That's a no-doubter.
I think the next time we do that Rookie of the Year thing, we need to get him on the list.
I was going to say, he might not be too far behind. No. It's just a 2-seamer. He's trying to kind of go away and just left it middle. Well, shot out like a cannon right there.
So that's going to be the last pitch of the game thrown by Daniel Norris. A 2-run homer for Riley. Now 8 homers, 22 driven in 16 big league games. It's unbelievable what this kid is doing. And Atlanta has extended the lead. It is 6-3 here at SunTrust in the 6th. Riley, another home run, extends the Atlanta lead to 6-3 as the Braves continue to bat here in the 6th inning of play. The 2019 Google MLB All-Star Ballot's now open. Rock the ballot and help send your Braves to Cleveland this summer. New this year, after the first round of voting, the top 3 players at each position advance to a special election determining the All-Star starters. Vote daily at Braves.com/vote and on Google by searching for your favorite Braves or MLB Vote. So Daniel Norris out of the game for Detroit. After 5 1/3 innings of 6-hit ball, Jaimar Candelario is going to come in the double switch and bat 9th. Lugo is out of the game, and Reininger is going to come on and pitch. We saw him work the 9th here last night. Zach's pitching in his 15th game.
As good as Norris was the first 3 innings, next 3 couldn't say the same. But the Braves saw him one time and timed him up pretty good.
Once those shadows got across the pitcher's mound, things worked out just fine for Atlanta. 6 runs on 6 hits. And that's down the right field line. That's a fair ball headed for the corner. Ozzy's got at least 2. Castellanos has to dig it out, and Ozzy will slam on the brakes, and wisely so. So the Braves trying to pour it on now. 3 straight batters have reached, a walk, a homer, and now an Albies double. And Tyler Flowers will be the batter. After Flowers, Mike Soroka is scheduled to hit. Ozzy lost his footing for a slight moment. Appears to be all right. Tyler 0 for 2. He'll try to get him to third or home.
Guys, and I saw him kind of go. Snit was talking to him, and it's almost like, hey, I'm going to hit, and I'm going to pitch one more inning.
Love it. Mike's in good position to pick up his 6th win. Driven out of play. 2 strikes. Wins leaders in the National League. Hyun-Jin Ryu with 8. Kenta Maeda with 7, with Max Fried, Brandon Woodruff, German Marquez, Aaron Nola, Zach Greinke with 6. Those are your National League leaders. Soroka tries to join that trio with 6 victories today. Soroka with his 1.07 ERA coming in. Really not enough innings yet to qualify for the ERA lead.
And what's he like, 6 innings short or
Something like that.
I'll say he'll catch up in the next start or 2. That's probably what he told Snit. I need another inning.
Come on, Snit, I'm trying to qualify for the ERA.
That Snit let Soroka go up and hit. This is the one to me that shows you a lot. Almost 90 pitches, 6 innings, 6 straight. Runner, still runner in scoring position. You're going up.
Yeah, I mean, his last inning was arguably his best inning of the game. You know, shorten the back end of the game for the bullpen. You know, it's a big difference if you only have to get 6 outs.
And that one's cued toward first, and that will be handled by Hicks, and that will take care of the Braves. But Austin Riley, after a 1-out walk, hit a 1-iron over the wall by the Braves bullpen. His 8th homer in his 16th big league game. Unbelievable. 6-3 Atlanta. We're off to the 7th.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by SunTrust. Confidence starts here.
Austin Riley makes the grand tour for Atlanta as the Braves extend their lead to 6-3. Let's take a peek inside the batter's box with a live look from our Xfinity cam. Mike will go back to work with the lower third of the order coming up for the Tigers. Griner, Jones, and Candelario. 88 pitches for Soroka. He has thrown 100 pitches once in the month of May and twice this season. His career high is 109 pitches. That was the April 24th game that was won by the Braves in Cincinnati. He is still throwing hard with movement.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you...
The Bone Crusher is back. And the Braves are up 6-3. Nice. And there's going to be a grounder to Freeman, who flips to the neck for an out. One away. Top of the 7th. Okay, well, I listened to that Riley 2-run home run in my car, listening to my own stream in the car. I bet that got some noise in the dugout. Yeah, his O-face. That was a home run number 8 for Riley. The O'Reilly factor. No spin zone. Atlanta bullpen is up. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of Magnum PI. Magnum PI was a Detroit Tigers fan. That's outside. 2-2. He always wore a Detroit Tigers baseball hat, and in one episode he was on vacation in Detroit. You know, he lives in Hawaii. He was on vacation in Detroit and went to watch a Tiger game. That one is going to be hammered into center field, but Acuna is under it. Out number 2. I guess it is summer in Detroit. It's probably not bad. Now, they did a remake of Magnum PI, I guess, last year. I don't know if it was on for a second season, but I saw the trailer for it and maybe like a couple minutes on YouTube, and I was like, no, not going to watch this garbage. There's a strike. 0-1. Another strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Candelario. There's a pitch outside. I have to put the game on my desktop. Unless it's a national game, I can't watch it on my Roku. There's going to be a hit the other way. Donaldson can't handle it. Infield hit. Donaldson had 2 chances to pick that thing up and throw to first. That would have been out number 3. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change, maybe. Oh, come on, man. That should have been out number 3 from the neck. The neck gets a pat on the back, and possibly a win. So he gave up 3 runs, 7 hits. I don't know if all those runs are earned. 6 2/3 innings. And why don't we, there's a pitching change and we're in a break. Why don't we share this link around? See if we can get some more action in the dugout. Let's get a subscriber list too, see if we need to tick that up at all. We are at 56 subscribers, so make sure you like and subscribe so we can get that number up there. You know, I think the more, you know, success begets success. The more subscribers you get, you know, once you hit critical mass, the subscriber ratio, maybe right now, A-Bomb, you're on a pace, you're saying it's going to take you years to get to 1,000. But I think the more subscribers you get, the faster that pace will actually pick up. I call it critical mass. So I'm just going to share a link for this in the reaction thread. I'm on the reaction stream tonight, y'all. Sean Newcomb is the new pitcher. In the reaction thread. Count is 1-0. There's 2 out. Runner on first. We're in the 7th, and the Braves are up 6-3. Newcomb kicks and fires. That is curveball outside, 2-0. Two and 1 is the count now. Let's see, who is that batting? Goodrum. Okay. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. 2-2 to Goodrum. We're here in the top of the 7th at SunTrust. Detroit Tigers. It's been back and forth. Chopped foul. The lead exchanging several times in this game. We saw a 2-run home run from Riley, the most exciting rookie in baseball today. He went yard for the 8th time since being called up. How many games has he played in? Like 16 or something? I don't even know. Some small, not a lot of games to have that many home runs already. A-Bomb has synced us. Yeah, if you're watching this on your TV, go ahead and sync us with your TV. If you have like a DVR situation, you can just pause your TV for 20-30 seconds. Curveball is low. Big curve there. So it is a full count. 3-2 to Goodrum. Runner on first. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Land up 6-3. And relief pitcher here, Sean Newcomb, has just entered the game. A new player has entered the game. Newcomb with the pitch. That's going to be hit high, pretty deep. Acuna cannot handle it. That is going to fall in for a base hit to the wall. Markakis gets the ball and throws it in. A run will score for the Tigers. Wow. 6-4 Atlanta. And you can't help but think, let's look at the replay here. Just outside, just out of his reach. It looked like maybe Acuna had just a little trouble possibly with the sunlight there at the last second. Might have just been out of reach, but you got to think about that play that should have ended the inning. And Donaldson had 2 chances to pick up a ball. A pretty hot shot ball, but I feel like we shouldn't even be here, really. There's a strike. 0-1. Stewart. Stewart is 3 for 3 on the night. Stewart is batting for the Tigers. Thank you, A-Bomb. Right, 16th game for Riley. 8 home runs already. And he had like 15 or something like that in the minor leagues. He's had a grand slam already. Count is 0-2 now to Stewart. Runner on third with 2 out for the Tigers. They're trailing 6-4 in the top of the 7th. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Rings him up. That will end the top of the 7th. Soroka still in line for the win. It is the 7th inning stretch. So why don't you get up, move about. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th. Tonight's play sponsored Treasure Hunt.
Just a couple of days ago. As of all the injuries to their starting staff, they've had to move Norris into rotation. That's created a shortage in their bullpen. So Adams, out of Braves country, gets a chance to pick up some more big league work.
I feel like this whole team's from Braves country.
Pretty much.
Seems like it.
Adams was a starting pitcher back in 2011 at Double-A, had shoulder problems. Tribe converted him to the bullpen. Kept his professional career alive last year, pitching in the Atlantic League with the Sugar Land Skeeters down near Houston, Texas. Twins picked him up last August, sent him to Double-A Chattanooga. This year started with Rochester. A little bit of time with Minnesota, and now has made his way to Detroit. Good for him.
Be nice to tack on one.
Okay. The Braves are batting now. Acuna leading off here in the bottom of the 7th, and he's going to swing and miss for the strikeout. Adams is the new pitcher for the Tigers. Welcome aboard. I'm the Bone Crusher. Play-by-play reaction tonight from SunTrust Park. Welcome to the jungle. It's been a back and forth game tonight. Dansby Swanson. High fastball. 1-0 to Dansby. Jerome Jurinovich working out his guns, huh? And there is a shot deep left field. That is out of here. Ding dong, Dansby. He pulled that sucker. He turned on it. 7-4 Atlanta on the solo job. Freddie Freeman clapping as he high-fives Dansby. All right. That looked like a, I don't know, you know, on the slow motion replay, you can't tell if it was a fastball or changeup, but it was upstairs, high in the zone, and he just yoinked it right over the Gas South sign. Freeman steps in, swing and a miss. Jerome Jurinovich, the cousin of Rick Ocasek of the Cars. You may have noticed the physical resemblance. Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Freddie Freeman. And your tail of the tape, 389 feet. Brought to you by Tape Emporium in the Tape District. Freeman's going to ground that one past the pitcher to the second baseman. Throws him out at first. Out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Tonight's play-by-play reaction brought to you by my wife's eBay store, treasurehunt.ga. And I have a feeling we're going to be opening up those phone lines very shortly. I think we'll open them up here at the end of the bottom of the 7th while Detroit's batting. Right, the 1-0 to Curry and the $10 haircut. And you can see, and our phone number is 678-744-9722. We'll be opening up that line here shortly. Dansby takes the check it. Donaldson is going to line drive that one to third base for the out. That will end the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Dansby had the solo home run. We're up 7-4. And if you'd like to call into the program this evening, We are taking those calls right now while Detroit's going to be at bat. Our studio phone number is 678-744-9722. Area code 678-744-WSBB. Remember when AM 750 used to carry the Braves game? Added a Braves affiliate here in Northwest Florida. They didn't start. They weren't an affiliate at the beginning of the season, but they've just come aboard. We might see a little buffering here. Hopefully you won't have to deal with any buffering tonight. Incoming call here. Welcome to the Braves call-in show. I'm Bone Crusher. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is A-Bomb from Gwinnett County. Braves are killing it today.
Our moderator, A-Bomb, in on the show. Yes, you are correct. We're killing it. We're crushing it, man.
A couple of home runs. Dansby just hit one, and Riley hit one while half of his game so far.
How long can he keep this up? I mean, he's on an incredible pace. You think he's got to cool off sooner or later.
Right, and it's going to happen. I mean, we know it's going to happen. It happens to every player. He's not going to hit 75 home runs and, end up the year at 365 or whatever it is. In fact, yesterday was his first OFER. I heard that on the radio coming back from Athens earlier. Yesterday was his first OFER, and, so you're going to have games where you're going to have consecutive OFERs, and maybe even like a few days of that, a week of maybe, getting one or two hits. But so far that hasn't happened to Riley.
Well, yeah, it came back tonight. I didn't realize he had an OFER yesterday. But he's back on the gravy train tonight. And we are back at SunTrust here. Detroit's stepping up to bat in the top of the 8th as the Braves are enjoying a 7-4 lead. Now, A-Bomb, I didn't know you were going to make it back today. I understand you were visiting the Classic City.
I was, as Jacob Webb checks into the game for Atlanta. He's pitching now. And we'll let you know if anything happens here as Castellanos steps in the top of the 8th. But, yeah, I was in the Classic City, Athens, Georgia, visiting an old friend who's got cancer. He just hit his 50th birthday a couple weeks ago. This guy keeps, losing weight. He's on radiation and chemo. He's been fighting it for 5 years, and it's come back with a vengeance right now. So that's where I was this afternoon. And then I stopped by. First of all, I want to say there's this place called Raising Cane's in Athens where they sell chicken fingers. It's on the same spot as the old Guthrie's, if you remember that, on Baxter Street in Athens. Did you ever go to Guthrie's?
I'm not sure. Maybe not.
Okay, well, it's the same thing as Zaxby's. It was there before Zaxby's. There was Guthrie's way before there was a Zaxby's.
Wow.
And so anyway, it was this legendary Athens place that was there for years, and then it went away. And now it's back as a same place, chicken fingers and fries only. And this time, Castellanos hits one into center field, and that one's caught for out number 1 by Acuna. So I ate there and got just, the chicken fingers and fries meal. It's great. It's a lot better than Zaxby's is now. It's like going back 20 years, the way the chicken fingers were back then, which is way better than now, in my opinion. And so anyway, I ate there, and then I drove over to a taco stand and got some stuff to go that I'm going to be eating later on tonight. I brought a cooler with me, too, brought a cooler just to, bring it back in because I knew I was going to do that.
Well, speaking of necks, since you were at the taco stand, was Kurt the neck working there?
The hairy neck guy. No, he was not there. But, yeah, anybody that's lived in Athens for any length of time going back to the 70s knows about Kurt Wood. He's tied in with REM, and I think he's been the owner of the taco stand for a long time. He's a white dude with an afro, and he's got a hairy neck. And there's 0-2 count, by the way. There's nobody on base with 1 out. Detroit is batting.
Here in the top of the 8th. Braves are up 7-4. Yeah, I used to work at that taco stand for about 3 months. Man, I got discounts on food. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and you also provided me with a few discounts, as I remember. So I appreciate that from 20 years ago. I was in there today. It doesn't look any different, by the way, than it did when you were there. In fact, I've got a couple pictures I'll share later on. And so that was my day today. And now we've got the 1-2 pitch, by the way. And it's served into center field, and Acuna can't come up with it. That's going to be extra bases. And we've got a 1-out double for Detroit.
All right,
Acuna
Tigers.
could not hang up.
Runner on second. And, we would have people order stuff like shipping, much less to go. So you can order, for example, if you get the quesadilla, you can order, say, hey, don't heat that up. I'm taking it to go.
I should have done that, but you know what? It's always worked out fine for me, and so that's what I got today. In fact, I'll be enjoying this later. I got the Lars chicken quesadilla with onions and peppers and a taco with hot sauce to go.
You're killing me. All right, and here in SunTrust Park, Detroit has a runner on second, 1 out. In the top of the 8th, Braves up 7-4. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to get exciting Braves play-by-play reaction all season long. And if you look in the corner of your screen, you'll see the information button. You can subscribe to A-Bomb's channel as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you've eclipsed the 100 subscriber count here early in the season already. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, we've broken the 100 mark, and so it's great in one sense, but in another sense, that means we're only 9/10 of the way where we want to be.
And I guess your ultimate goal is to hit the 1,000 lists and start making some money from donations and quit your day job.
Exactly. And that reminds me, how does somebody like the Goose have over 1,000 subscribers? I don't understand that unless he's been doing it for years, which I guess is the case. Plus, he's doing all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, some of these guys, these no-talent ass clowns, I don't know how they do it, but I think that the market is so starved for play-by-play reaction guys that they'll take anybody.
I guess so, and I was kind of touching on this on my show last night called Coast to Coast, but I want to start a big campaign to get my viewers and maybe your viewers to flood the Goose's channel and his chat box with links to our channels. I want to start that campaign.
Well, I told the Goose that you were talking about him on your stream. He said he would kick your ass.
Well, that might help both of our subs out, if we get a big internet feud going on.
And back at SunTrust Park, Detroit, with a base hit, they're going to draw. That's going to bring in a run. It's now 7-5, Atlanta leading.
Ooh.
In the top of the 8th inning.
And we've got a pitching change, it looks like.
Soroka still in line for the win. The Braves can hang on. I know our bullpen.
It looks like we've got a double switch. Sorry to cut you off. When they start flashing the lineup cards, that means there's the exciting double switch going on.
Mexican pizza. It's like someone's ordering Mexican pizza at the taco stand in Athens, Georgia. Holy shit, a double switch. Oh, yeah, that's, you got a good coach when he's making savvy moves like that. So
right, and those only happen. That's the one thing that makes the National League different from the American. There's no such thing as a double switch in the American League. It's pointless, because of the whole DH situation. I mean, theoretically you could do one, but it wouldn't. There's no reason to. So that is one area where National League coaches have to do a little bit more thinking.
Wow, excellent take there, A-bomb on the double switch, and I'm guessing it's going to be Riley out and Charlie in at left, or what's the defensive maneuver there?
Well, a double switch means it means that they put God, how does this go? It means they put somebody else in the pitcher's spot. It's hard to explain, right now.
Okay.
I've got to, I can't really give it justice, but you know what? I'll have that ready for you on my next. In fact, we will have a whole topic discussion about the double switch on the next Coast to Coast. But I wanted to touch on something quick before we get back to the game, and then I'll let you take back over again. But it's hard for me to believe that you can go into a Walmart where somebody is going to criticize something you're wearing. That just doesn't add up to me.
Oh, my shirt from 2006.
Right. How in the world would that stand out to somebody? You've got all these, quote unquote people of Walmart walking around in all kinds of crazy attire. How in the world does that get picked up?
Yeah, how could I be the disaster of the day at Walmart? And we're back underway at SunTrust. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Detroit has
so here's what's probably happened. Hang on, let me explain the double switch real quick. I think what's going to happen is Johan Camargo is now batting in the 9th spot because that spot is probably coming up real soon. And then now the pitcher has been moved to like the 6th spot in the lineup. If you can.
Okay. Yeah, I follow you. And Luke Jackson is your new pitcher for the Braves.
Right, and so that means that in next inning, that 9th spot is going to be up, and Camargo is going to be batting, and then the pitcher spot will be 6th in the order, and then whenever that comes up around again, they'll throw in another pinch hitter.
Wow, it's a game of chess going on here. There's a swing and a miss, but the runner is going to try to run to first as the ball gets away from Flowers, but he's able to pounce on that and throws the runner out. So we've got 2 out here in the top of the 8th. Runner could not advance.
Wow. I must be behind by a second or something.
Well, I think you're synced up with my YouTube stream. You're not synced up with my living room.
Oh, okay.
You know
Gotcha. Oh, right. Okay, well, so when I was calling the plays, that was old news for you.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. I think only one of us can do it when we do it this way. Alan Handelman.
Yes, coming up later, we've got Grandpa from the Munsters. He's a pot smoker and one crazy son of a gun.
I watched the behind the TV about that TV show, The Munsters.
Any good juicy tidbits? Were there any weird relationships on the set or people doing drugs?
Yeah, it wasn't really that exciting. I think the girl that played the normal person left after first season because she was homesick.
Was she kind of like a hot blonde,
as
I recall? Yeah.
If you watched the Braves on TBS back in the day, you probably also watched a lot of the Munsters on TBS.
Right, and back then when there was a rain delay, they didn't have the Chipper Jones life story like they do now where they just play it over and over again. They just gave you reruns of that or the Three Stooges or whatever they, happen to queue up.
Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, what were all the crappy, horrible rain delay shows they used to have on the Braves network?
Yeah, it was all the black and whites.
Well, here at SunTrust, the count is 2-2. And there's 2 outs, runner on second. Jackson is your pitcher, and Grainer is batting for Detroit. He's 0 for 3, and the 2-2 pitch to Grainer. Swing and a miss. Sit down.
Yes.
Shut up.
All right, Crusher. Well, man, I appreciate you letting me on for a couple innings. Hope the Braves can pull this one out, and I should have the game tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time it starts, but I'll hit that up in the dugout before we get out of here.
A-bomb on the show. Thank you, sir.
Out.
Make sure you subscribe to A-Bomb's channel as well. If you look on your screen, you see the information button, the I button. Click on that. That'll take you to A-Bomb's channel, and you can subscribe to him as well. He is rocking over 100 subs already this early season. You know, his goal is to get, once you get to 1,000 subscribers, this feature called Super Chat is enabled. So when you're in the dugout and you're chatting with us, all of a sudden a new icon will appear. It'll be like a dollar sign. When you click on that, you'll be able to send donations right to A-Bomb. And once he gets that going, and it earns enough money doing that, he can quit his day job. And I have a hunch that the duo, the Sports Fury, those two guys, I don't think they've got jobs. I think that's their job, because they will go on any time of day, virtually every single day, and they're sitting there drinking beer all day, every day, doing play-by-play reaction. I'm thinking this is their job. Wouldn't that be something? I'd like to see that happen. A-Bomb's been slaving away at that desk for years. We're about to go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 2-run game. Braves are up 7-5. I don't usually watch any other games. If it's not a Braves game, I'm probably not watching. But tonight, Philadelphia and the Dodgers West Coast game. I think that's 9:10 Central Time. I might have to try to watch some of that. And the game tomorrow is going to be an early game. I think that's like a 12:10 Central Time start tomorrow. I'm not sure, but it is a early game, I do believe. A-Bomb's going to check on that. He's going to try and bring you that tomorrow. All right, Markakis steps into the box. He's going to line drive that one past the second baseman. I'm not sure what happened there, but runner on first. Did that like go like right between his legs? What happened? Oh, yes, it went right between his legs. The second, it just nicked the second baseman's glove and kept on rolling. So Donaldson, no, that's Camargo. Camargo replaces Donaldson at third. So Camargo at first. Riley steps in. Did I get that right? Who the hell was that? I'm seeing a replay of that Riley home run from earlier. The 0-1 to Riley. Inside, fastball, 1-1. Riley's going to foul that one off. 1-2. The most exciting rookie in baseball at this exact moment in time, Austin Riley, is batting here in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody out. Runner on first. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. If anybody else would like to call in to the game, we'll open up the phone lines again here at the end of the 8th inning. The 2-2 to Riley. He gets locked up for a strikeout. He could not turn on that pitch. One away. Ozzie Albies steps in with his wide open stance. Swing and a miss.
You may fire when ready.
And Ozzie is going to fire that one into center field, but the outfielder has it. Well hit, but right to the center fielder. Out number 2. Okay, I guess that was Markakis on first.
High pop fly. That one be a home run in a phone booth.
Harry Carey there. Little sound clip from the legend. All right, Flowers is in the box now. There's a 1-0 count to Tyler Flowers, who's got 2 strikeouts on the day. And Flowers is going to line drive that one to the third baseman, who's going to throw it across the diamond, and Flowers is safe. That's going to be a 2-bouncer to the first baseman, who is pulled off the bag. So the speedy Tyler Flowers blisters down the first base line for an infield single. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Braves up 7-5. I don't know if they're going to have to replay of that, review that. The pitch, the throw from the third baseman does appear to have been in time, but they're saying they pulled the runner off, or the first baseman off the base. I can't tell if maybe he still had his toe on the bag. And that, of course, is going to bring out a 20-minute review.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all, Fred.
That is a horrible soundboard. I can use that soundboard. It's going to be a challenge from Detroit. They're going to say his foot was still on the base. And I have not seen an angle yet that looks like he was not on the base. We're in a challenge break. And our challenge is sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Click on Sports Fans, get some cool sports swag. Now accepting best offers. I want to thank A-Bomb for calling in the show tonight. And if you would like to be a part of the broadcast, our number is 678-744-9722. 678-744-WSBB. After official review, the ruling on the field stands. Tyler is safe at first. This time, Camargo is coming up to bat. I incorrectly said he was on base. That is Markakis sitting at second. Flowers at first. 2 out, and a chance for Camargo, who has seen limited play as of late. You'd have to think if he was an everyday player, he'd have some better numbers. There is a strike, curveball on the outside. Maybe they're giving Camargo one more year to develop and then make him the everyday third baseman next year, possibly. And there's a shot to left field. That is going to be in for a hit. It's fair. Markakis is going to score. Johan Camargo.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. has been erased like a blackboard,
Okay.
rebuilt and erased again.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted.
But baseball,
Yeah, it's a good sport. It's a good sport. This is what I was meant to play there. All right, come on. Dig in. Runners on second and third. Braves are up 8-5. Acuna steps into the box. There's the ball, 1-0. Oh, they're going to call that a strike, 0-1. Acuna 1 for 4 on the night. He did have an RBI single. And there's another strike. Just caught the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 to Acuna upstairs. Yeah, you know, A-Bomb had given me the whole spiel and explained the double switch to me, and I still got that shit wrong right there. Acuna is going to inside out swing that one, and that is going to fall in for a single just over the first baseman. He looked like a receiver going out for a pass. That is going to bring home 2 runs on that inside out droop, snoop, duck, snort. I mean, that was not a pretty hit. Pretty enough. Yeah, that looks like a wide receiver going out for a pass and just couldn't catch the fly route there on the button hook. 10-5 Braves. Dansby Swanson. He had a home run. Count is 2-0 to Dansby Swanson. Runner on first. Acuna just picked up 2 RBIs. Big swing and a miss. Blew that one past Swanson. 2-1 now. Let's see if Dansby can get another homer. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2 upstairs, fastball, blew by him again, 93 on the radar gun. A-Bomb says, great call. You make the call. The 2-2 to Swanson, swing and a miss, another high fastball. Past him, swinging at the cheese. Phone lines are open for you guys as we go to the top of the ninth. 678-744-9722. If you've never been on a radio show, this is your chance to call in. Give a shout out to our leaders on the dugout, our dugout rankings as of June 1st, 2019. Number 3, your moderator A-Bomb, a cornerstone of the dugout. Mexican for Golovkin is number 2 on the dugout rankings. He is always bringing some serious facts, some great stats. And your number 1 ranker on the dugout, top 3 rankers, Sergeant Gibby. the Gibber, the Gibby, the Gibby. He is always on time. He's always first. He's probably first 90% of the time. So there's your dugout rankings, sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. If you want to see your name on that leaderboard, start making some noise in the dugout. Welcome to SunTrust Park. The Atlanta Braves have a commanding lead now. We poured it on in the bottom of the 8th. Charlie Culberson checks in the game defensively in left field. And Jackson stays in as pitcher. So we're 3 outs away. There's a strike right down the gullet. Soroka in line for the win. The 0-1 pitch. Just missed with the slider, 1-1. There's going to be a hit just past our second baseman. Dansby could not get a hold of that one as that trickles into the outfield. Runner on first for Detroit. He got a little bit of glove on it, but not enough. Dave, I'll ask, who is your Budweiser player of the game? Ooh. Well, I got to think about Soroka not only pitching a pretty decent game. I don't know, did he give up all those runs earned? Did he have 3 earned runs? That might make a difference. But Soroka had that bunt that led to a big inning. There's a strike. 1-1. Soroka had that bunt with 2 strikes for a hit. He had that bunt for a hit. And that was certainly a key point of the game, a key moment. Turning point, keys of the game. Whatever. Swing and a miss. Jackson with a K. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. All right. Would you close that door, Producer Beth? Yeah, the air conditioner's on. Does Claw ever come in as he's sitting under the deck? All right. We got 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Goodrum is at bat for Detroit. Tigers have a runner on first. 1 out. Here's a strike, 0-2. Braves up by 5. They just had a big inning. 2 outs away from the win. That pitch is upstairs, 1-2 to Goodrum. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We bring you exciting Braves play-by-play reaction all season long. In fact, why don't we get a subscriber count? There's another strikeout from Jackson. Swing and a miss. Oh, it's time for Claw to have his antibiotics. Claw spent 3 days in the hospital. He got his tube taken out today, his drainage tube on his abscess, and he's doing pretty good. All right, we're locked in with 56 subscribers, so go ahead and join the fam. Like and subscribe. Braves just 1 out away from the win here at SunTrust. This international, check it, this interleague matchup with the Tigers. That's going to be fouled off. 0-1 to Stewart. He's your batter. Swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count. Jackson looking sharp. Fans are on their feet. The Braves just 1 strike away, stopping their 3-game losing streak. The 0-2 from Jackson. Check swing, and the third base ump is going to ring him up. 3 strikeouts in the top of the 9th for Jackson. The Braves have won 10-5. High fives all around. 10 runs for the Braves off 11 hits, 2 errors, and it was the Tigers with 5 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. Soroka the neck gets the win. Is that his 8th or 9th win? Maybe we'll get some stats for you. Let's go to the treasurehunt.ga stat box. All right, well, the stat box still thinks it's the top of the 9th. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for tonight's play-by-play reaction, sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. I want to thank our moderator, A-Bomb. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, Sergeant Gibby was here. Mexican Forgo Lufkin was here. Gooder Bear was here. So tomorrow, A-Bomb has the play-by-play reaction for the rubber game. And that is going to be an early afternoon start. So check your local listings. This is the Bone Crusher saying so long. Remember, don't step on down power lines.